Hi, Pretty Panthers. It's Mrs. Nielsen. I hope you had a great weekend and welcome back to another fun video. Today, we are going to read a fiction book. So we're going to take a little break from nonfiction and we're going to read a fiction book. Now, remember, fiction is like make-believe. And this one you may be very familiar with, but this week we're going to continue with insects. And last week I read a nonfiction book about butterflies. So think back to last week. Do you remember the life cycle of a butterfly? It starts as an egg. You're right. And that egg hatches into a caterpillar. You're right. And that caterpillar eats and eats and eats and eats, as we're going to see in this book. And then when it is ready, it becomes a chrysalis or a pupa. And that takes about 10 days while he's changing inside there. And then he emerges as a butterfly. Very good. Okay, so we did some nonfiction last week. This week, we're going to do some fiction. You may have heard this story, but it's always good to hear stories more than once, right? So this is The Very Hungry Caterpillar, and it's written by Eric Carle. He's written a lot of other really good books that we have read this year. The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. Here's the egg. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up and pop! Out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. So here he is out of the egg, and he is going to find some food. He started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still hungry. On Thursday, oh, my favorite, he ate through 4 strawberries. But wouldn't you know it, he was still hungry. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges. But he was still hungry. What comes after Friday? You're right, Saturday. Oh my goodness, guys, look at this. On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. That night, he had a stomach ache. Look at his face. He's saying, oh, I ate too much. Have you ever done that? I've done that, where you eat too much and your tummy hurts. The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf. And after that, he felt much better. See these little holes he ate through? He's feeling much better now. Now, he wasn't hungry anymore, but he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore either. He was a big, fat caterpillar. He built a small house called a cocoon, or we call it a chrysalis or a pupa, right? Around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon, pushed his way out, and was a beautiful butterfly. The end. I love that story, and I'm sure you do too. Now, before I go on to talk about sight words this week, I want to do a quick 5-finger retell. We've been doing this, but we've been doing it a lot with nonfiction. And remember, those books give us facts and information. So this is a little bit different. So when we do a 5-finger retell with fiction books, we talk about the setting, the characters, and then beginning, middle, and end. Now remember, the setting is where the story took place. So where did this story take place? Yeah, you could say outside. You could say in a tree maybe because he's kind of on a leaf. Any of those answers would work for this story. Now, characters, there was really only one character in this story, right? It was the caterpillar. Now, some people might say that the butterfly was a character as well, but really, that butterfly is just the caterpillar who has changed and gone through the life cycle, right? So just one character in the story. Now, what happened at the beginning? First thing in the story, what happened? Yeah, the egg, it hatched, and out came the little caterpillar. In the middle of the story, it's that fourth finger there, he ate and ate and ate. And you can list all the different things he ate, right? He ate through apples and oranges and strawberries and plums and all of those foods on Saturday, right? The chocolate cake, the cupcake, the sausage, the lollipop, everything. Ooh, and then he had a tummy ache, right? And at the end, what did he do? He made his little cocoon and he became a beautiful butterfly. You're right. All right, friends, so I have 2 really fun sight word ideas for you to work on this week. But before I do, I want to show you our 2 new words for the week, okay? So this first one is good. Good is one of your sight words. It starts with a G and ends with a D. So 2 consonants, the G and the D. And how many vowels? 2, right? But they're the same, the O. So 4 letters all together, good. Good job practicing your words. I know you guys have been working hard. The second word, this one only has 3 letters. Also has 2 consonants, the W and the H. WH says W, right? But in this case, it says who. Who. This word is who, almost like an owl. Who, right? Who has been practicing their sight words? I'm sure all of you have, right? So 3 letters, 2 consonants, 1 vowel. Happens to be the same vowel as in the word good. But we have good and who. All right, so these are on circles this week because I'm going to show you 2 different ideas that you can work on at home to practice these sight words. The first one, since we're doing caterpillars and insects, is my sight word caterpillar. Now what I did for this is I just took some construction paper and cut out some circles. I taped them together and then I wrote 1 sight word on each circle. So you can make it as long as you want. And you can notice if I hold it this way that it's a pattern. So you can have fun with that too. So let's just review some of these words. These are some of our more recent words. We have to, look, play, that's a big one, wear, good job, has, help, this, and what. And then I can go ahead and add our 2 new words, which were good and who. So that was really easy to do. You can make it as long as you want. You can make it whatever pattern you want. You can add whatever words you want. But that's just kind of a fun way to practice your sight words and kind of stick with our insect caterpillar theme. Another one is sight word caterpillars. So I use little sticker dots, labels. And if you don't have those, you could use, if you have daubers, or you could even just draw little circles or stamp little circles. But I took my stickers, and it's kind of hard to see on the blue ones, but they do actually have letters on them. But I gave the caterpillar a head, and then I made each letter a part of his body to spell out the words. So we have play, we have look. This one's a little harder to see, but it is the word good. I know the blue isn't showing up so well. This is has. This one is who, and this is to. And I added just fun little feet and a face and antennas to make my caterpillars complete. So if you do either one of these activities or both, share a photo with your teacher so that they can share it with me, because I'd love to see how you guys are practicing your sight words. So keep reading and keep practicing those words, and I hope you have a great week. Thanks for tuning in, guys.